Hello everyone and welcome to Cheap Noise in the House, the channel all about everything and nothing all at once. I'm Cheap Noise and survey says I'm in the house. And today I've got people say it's the rarest game of all time. I don't agree for reasons that we'll figure out shortly, but this is apparently, and I do mean apparently, called the Impossi-Ball. Now, when was this made? No idea. Who made this? No idea. What planet did this thing come from and what alien threw this out of their ass? I have no idea. Why did people think that this would sell with children? I don't know either. Yeah, this game should have just been named I don't know, because it's literally covered in mystery. But I don't think this is the rarest game ever made, for the simple reason that a lot of people over the years, not just like in the last year or something, have gotten a hold of these. You just have to know how to find them and what to do. And you can get one of these, if you know what I mean. It's, okay, yes, they're rare as in there's not a lot of them around, but if you know how to search for them, you can find one. At least I could find one pretty easily. Try searching for stuff like, I don't know, like Bop It, electronic game, push, pull, rotate, squeeze. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Stuff like that, and you might find one if you're lucky and if this alien god's thing likes you. Anyway, what does this game look like? Well, it's a gray orb that has 4 gray prongs sticking out of it with 4 controls. Here they are. They're kind of like ball-shaped control. This thing is just ball-like all around. The design kind of makes me it reminds me of the, God, what was it called? VTech Stack and Discover Rings Smart Start thing, like the early 2000s. It's literally that, but industrial. Everything is gray and black. This doesn't feel like it was meant for children. I don't know if they wanted it to be cool, or it was used for something else that just happened to end up at toy stores. I don't know. Anyway, you have a push. It has a pretty clicky button. You have a pull, which also clicks. You have a not twist, not turn, not it's rotate. You rotate it. That's a good noise. You know what? I'm gonna start an ASMR channel and just do this all the time. And you know what? People are actually going to hate me for that, so I probably should stop. And then you have another control here, which is the squeeze. Yeah, if you're blind, this is, let me tell you right now, a really big design flaw. Because have you ever seen a Bop It control that physically hurts you? For those of you who can't see, this has massive pointy spikes in the thing, which means you have to squeeze this in like the right position to not end up on these spikes. Because if you if you squeeze by holding these spikes, it hurts you. It's terrible, and you have to squeeze it hard for it to register. At least on mine you have to. Yeah, this thing, and the squeeze is what fails on most of these as well. I don't know why, it's just a button in there that has like a weird air pump thing, but yeah, just fails for some reason. But yeah, what I usually do when I'm playing this game is hold it like this and just squish it like that with my left hand. It's still a little bit painful, but not as much, which is cool. On the front here, you've got your LCD display that will show you your score. I believe it shows you what game you're on as well. You have a kind of multi-purpose button here that will turn the game on and off, that will start the game, and that's basically what it does. On the bottom here, you've got the speaker at the same place as the battery compartment. Again, this feels like it came from an alien planet, and if you wait to hear what this game sounds like too, it's amazing. And then here you've got a headphone jack, which is really cool, which means I could probably play this into the interface one day, and you can get, I don't know, a kind of direct in parentheses thing of me playing it. Anyway, these controls also do different things when you're not in a game. So the push will turn down the volume, the pull will turn it up, the rotate will switch the mode from 4 different games, which I'm going to cover shortly, and then the squeeze changes from voice to sounds, or in bop it terms from vox bop to beat bop, even though they're probably calling it, I don't know, voice command and stuff like that, because industrial, cool. Anyway, let's turn it on. Click, it goes. And let's see, I think I've got mine set on vox pop at the moment, so let's press the magical start button. Are you having fun? Oh, it goes faster. This thing has 5 speeds, goes up to 100, like bop-it games usually do. All right, then. Yeah, let me turn it off for a sec. This thing sounds very, very industrial, and I have to say, I love the sound of this game. And when you have headphones on, the that goes into like that, like, oh god, it's shooting everywhere. That goes faster and faster. It's really bassy, and I don't know, it just gets your heart pumping. Here's what happens when you fail, by the way. You start a game. Say I wait. It goes, it vibrates, and it goes. It's a sound you're gonna hear a lot when playing this game, because this game, at the higher levels, gets hard as hell. I managed to beat it there, but it's not happening often, let's just say. Now, if you squeeze it, now it should be on sounds. Again, it's a shame the speaker is not the best. If you really want to experience this game, you have to play it with headphones. That's the best way to do it, because holy hell, this thing. When you're isolated in this, I guess you could call it world, or like ambience that this game creates. I don't know, there's just something about it. It just feels like you're under pressure. I don't know, I can't describe it, but It's something, all right. Also, one thing to note is the controls react when you release them. You see? Duck, duck. They react when you, like, let go of the button, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's fail. God, that is a good noise. Anyway, let's move on to, let's see, what game are we on now? Are we still on solo? This game is hard to understand sometimes. Sounds like we are. Okay. Oh no, we're not. Okay. That's past it. I don't know how it switched mode, but it says. Oops. Oh God. Hang on. Let me put it back on voice, and you'll hear. It's gonna say challenge, where you have to pass it. Oh, wait. Okay, there's another mode that's really similar to this, but it's on a time bomb. So basically it goes faster and faster and faster, and when it explodes, when it explodes, the people that is holding this game is the one that loses. So there's like two pass it modes, basically. One is your traditional pass it, and then one is the kind of time bomb mode. Think of it like flip slide, except when you fail, you lose. It's just, it adds another element to the game. Yeah, hang on. What game is this? Okay, this is the final game. It's basically the final game of the, yeah. Okay, it's basically like the final game of the Krypton Factor Meltdown, where basically the thing is you're trying to not make it explode. So let me show you. Plays music, and you're trying to see how many you can hit without it exploding. It's basically just a luck game. Like, I don't think there's any preset pattern to it. Maybe there are. Maybe there is. I'm not sure. But basically, you're trying to. Hang on. Is there a pattern? No, look here. There's not. So yeah, it's basically a luck game. I guess I can show you the volume. Let's turn it up. And it becomes really distorted, so I'm going to turn it back down. But yeah, that was Impossi-Ball, or the Orb of Impossi, or I guess it's known in other planets as... I don't know. This game is cool, but here's a thing that I think will happen in the future. Because the thing I'm going to be talking about was very, very common at one point. You could get them very easily, but now they're gone. You couldn't find them before, and you can't find them since. And I'm talking about Upside. I think the Upside is going to be the new Impossi-Ball at some point. Because before a guy had it, like a stash of them, you couldn't get them anywhere. Nobody knew that the game existed. And then one guy had a stash of it, people got them, and then the stash is all gone, and it's nowhere to be seen. You can't buy them anywhere. I've looked and looked and looked, and believe me, they're gone for real. So I think Upside is the true and probably next Impossi-Ball. But anyway, that was just a little hot take And until next time, cheers!
Seriously, why are you still here? Don't you have a life? This music was private.